Hey everybody, it's Archangel Becca, back to play more Slay the Princess. I didn't realize this, but there are like 25 different princesses you can get in this game. So that'd be like 5 runs, which it's taken me about 3 videos each to do 1 run. So that'd be like way too many. I just am not gonna do it on stream. So this will be my final princess for this run, and then there's the final princess I'm gonna do on stream. But it is on Steam, so if you want to see the rest of the princesses yourself, great game. Dark. But yeah. So yeah, we'll jump right back into it. With a whole new princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
To the cabin. Continue.
You make your
all these
way up the
questions.
short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Asked all those questions before in in the previous
We're not
ones.
going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Don't know what he is talking. Go.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Oh, I can't even. I have to take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Go. They made me take the blade. I didn't have a choice.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Let's go.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Try to get the prisoner one.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
It's the only one I think I haven't done that tree at all.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No way. Why would you even think that? Okay, you caught me. Oh. Just here to talk. I haven't decided yet. But no way.
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
Just a little bit.
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it.
I'm like looking at like a little chart that shows me how to get to where I'm going. Do that. I gotta free her.
Don't you dare.
You dare?
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Fine. Not sure how that works. Just to free her. Just drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious
Please tell me I
clang.
didn't get the razor just now.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
I'm very suspicious.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Maybe we can now talk, yeah.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
A relationship? Are you coming on to me? Let's do that one.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Yeah, it's true. People out there who think you're going to end the world, what do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
Don't just tell her, God.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
Yeah.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
No. What are you gonna do if I let you out of here? Been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. Sure, they have their reasons for keeping that information secret. No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart. Hopefully sooner.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you?
Okay.
We can figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
Yeah, that's what I need to do anyways. Still have a few more questions. Slay the princess. Or I'll see what I can do.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Get it out of there.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I still remember the damsel one where it's like, oh, her little hands will just come out, and then she's like, that would never happen. And he's just like,
I'm
Or-
guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
there isn't a key. Do you have any ideas? I'm gonna check upstairs. Maybe the key's lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
I'll be here.
What's the plan, Stan? I'm going for I'm following that tree thing that I downloaded, and I'm going for, I guess I'll go for the mournful gray. Or maybe a gratuitous prisoner. I don't know. I'm just going down that tree.
You
They
attempt
may-
to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
So like each route, you know, would go based on like if you took your knife or you didn't, or you freed her or you killed her. So I have to take the knife, free her, and then there was another route after that. But that's what I'm going for, because it literally would not let me not take the knife this time. Because I've gotten every princess on that side. Or the trees. They don't let you go down the same tree twice in any one run, I guess. So yeah.
Is someone else here?
Is someone else here?
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Just playing a visual novel, Radiant Tale. And yeah, me, I'm here. Yeah, I know. But yeah, I was playing a visual novel, Radiant Tale, and there's a route on there where this guy's gonna like, he got like lock picking tools out to pick a lock, and then the other guy just like, he like went to try the doorknob and the doorknob just like popped off because he's too strong. It was really funny. Just made me think of that, like trying to door.
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Pop that doorknob. I feel like for like a strong birdman, I should be able to just like knock the doorknob off. Maybe with my knife. Or use it to like take the screws out or something, you know? Your turn.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
I don't wanna.
Easier for whom?
Yeah, easier for whom?
Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain.
I'll do anything if you say my name 3 times. I don't have a name. They've never named me. I don't know what she would say. I ask for her name every time, but her name's Princess, apparently.
You cut into her flesh.
Gross.
The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
Jake.
She didn't so much as utter a sound.
Gross.
Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Mentally ill hot dogs are they're not mentally ill, right? They're mentally, like, handicapped. They're, like, not all there. Jake! Dick in the head. Doesn't one, like, wish for a sandwich? And another one wishes for a box? No. It's not the same thing. Whatever.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Can't just do that.
Watch me.
What am I supposed to do here? I feel like I'm going down the same road as the other one. Do I want to do... Yeah, chain guarded. Slay or leave her. Or take her. Since the gray one seems to be longer, I think I'll do that one. Corner.
Stop that.
Stop.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Yeah.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect.
Not doing it on purpose, I swear.
Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive!
I can sit at the top of the stairs for eternity? No thanks. We're gonna resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
Stop resisting. Stab her. No, I did not stab her. It tried, it just didn't work.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Yeah.
I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Maybe.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
I like this princess's way better. She doesn't try to repeatedly stab me without killing me. She killed me though, yeah. Yeah, but she didn't like the damsel, she just was stabbing me all over my chest and not just getting rid of me right away. So I had to live through a bunch of stab wounds. I'd rather die right away than slowly with a bunch of pain. Just yeah.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck.
With her other arm cut off, it makes this arm look absurdly long.
This is the end, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Was. The prisoner.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, you bastard. You're in it for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying.
Gonna keep trying.
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago. Those are two very different... Let's say for a moment that this really is the second. You died last time, which probably only happened because you did. The absolute irony. Well, that's one way to put it, I guess. You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? You practically forced the princess to kill us. That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do, which is honestly all the more reason for you to not buy into whatever self-delusions the three of you are crafting. But this is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I did, Practically forced the princess to kill you. It was probably for a good reason. Did you try and free her? Did you say something really mean to me? Because if I really did what you said I did, you probably deserved it. I'm a professional, after all.
Do you say something really mean to me? That's one of his reasons, like, that he would try to kill us. That's great. Did you try to free her? I could see that one. But did you say something really mean to me? Even just admitted right now that it's a thought experiment.
Sure you are. Anyway, I believe your second question. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time, if it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
It's just a prank, bro. Thought experiment. Is that what every prank is? Is a thought experiment? Like, I'm just gonna see if you'll do it.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? What a conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin. For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul. Oh, how I wish that were the case, but if the princess weren't a certain, inevitable threat to the world, the four of us wouldn't be here. And yet, here we are. You're talking in circles. No, I'm talking in facts.
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Wink.
Did you just say wink out loud?
Did you just say wink out loud? No, it's in my head. He can't actually wink, so he has to say it.
No, I didn't. Wink.
No, I didn't. Wink.
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Skeptic's pretty good. Nothing beats the Smitten though, he's hilarious. I guess the coldest, he's funny. I don't know.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Weird table. It's got it almost looks like it has belts on it. But I would assume it's iron, like they said, like strips of iron, instead of just being totally like a flat piece of iron.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Lay her or leave her? Take her chain. I don't know if I want to take the knife. This whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different. Yes, but why? Did he change it? Or did it change all on its own? Maybe it's a different cabin entirely. Now isn't that a novel thought? Maybe you haven't actually been here before. I hope this means you'll finally drop your ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. Don't get distracted by minor details.
Not very minor, they're pretty large. Let's approach that mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Yeah. I'll start saying wink instead of actually winking. Even though I never have a reason to actually wink. that
You
mirror
reach
thing.
forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Well, you put wink. I didn't see it until just now. Wink. What do you say now? Wink. I've only ever seen someone unironically wink at work, and that was my boss, and she was doing it to... She was lying to one of our people there, and then she winked at me, and I was like, please don't do that. Ever. It's weird. Like, they were on the phone, so she winked at me, like, off the phone. Like, I was like, you didn't need to do that. I could tell you were lying to him, because I know the real thing is.
But there was a mirror a second ago. And now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Let's just go.
I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation, and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon.
I have to take the blade.
Are you
again.
sure? She killed us with it last time. What if she turns it against us again? Yes, I'm sure, and I've already got a plan for that. Still with those past life delusions, are we? I hope part of that plan is don't give the world any monstrosity your only weapon, because unless you've decided to arm the princess, I don't think you need to worry about her having a weapon. Peachy, we'll be fine. Okay,
Be fine.
I'm trusting you.
Hey, do I gotta say here? What's the big idea?
Normally, yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife as we go. Wonderful. You do exactly that, sweeping the knife from the table before proceeding to the basement.
So this princess, I'm being forced to take the knife every time, even though I don't want to take it at all. It's great.
Don't worry about it. We have a knife, so what? It's not like we have to use it.
It's not like we have to use it.
No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless. Moving on. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us?
Every time.
You walk down the stairs and
My
lock
God.
eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. So much for cutting her out of here.
It cut her head off.
Do you hear yourself right now? Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table.
Oh, it was.
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Yes. It's for us, I bet.
That was there last time too, wasn't it? It was.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you know how locked up she is? I'm just gonna leave her here. Sit with her or slay the princess. What do I want to do? See what my guide says. Just. I want to sit with her. Just sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Okay.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit where you were told to sit, or sit closer? Does it matter? We'll just sit where we were told to sit.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
My intentions? What do you mean? Been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that? What happened after I died last time? Another chain on the wall. Who's it for? What do you want me to do? I think I'm just gonna leave you here, actually. You're not much of a threat to anyone locked up like that. Bye. Lady Princess. Intentions? What do you mean?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, so I'm afraid my only way out is surgical removal.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck?
Or does she think she'd survive a beheading?
You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her.
Unless she really could survive.
I mean, she could, probably.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
Here before, am I the only one who remembers that? Supposed to cut you out. If you didn't notice, your head is in a shackle too.
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
Okay.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that.
She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't.
Or maybe you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you.
Then what would she do?
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
So, what should we do?
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you. That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none.
None.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
Possibility. Realize that I have as much reason to distrust you as you have to distrust me, right? Not giving you a weapon. Not giving you a weapon. In case you haven't forgotten, you killed me with it last time. I can get you out of here. I'm not giving you a weapon. Okay, I'm trusting you. If you want to leave, I'm going to be the one with the weapon. Deal with it. What happened after I died last time?
Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
I guess what you said back in the woods really was true. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
It's complicated things how, exactly?
Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
Right?
A contingency for what?
For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
Thanks.
Now hold on, if you knew this could happen, why didn't you believe us back in the woods? Why lay out all those hypotheticals? We didn't have to talk in circles.
I needed you to believe this was your first time here, even if that wasn't the truth. I hoped if I pushed back hard enough I could cram this seeping mess back into the bottle. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
That's pathetic.
It's pathetic.
I never said I wasn't.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
Get it? It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright?
Probably will.
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
I won't.
Fine, but you won't get another word from me on the matter.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. We'll see about that.
Just give it a rest, this isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Don't daydream. What happened last time?
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
But I feel like there's a big disconnect between what happened there. How did you find yourself in a new place?
And now you're back.
Poor princess.
Is that really all she knows?
Poor princess.
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
Wink.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
That other chain on the wall, who's it for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
Good.
Maybe it'll
guess.
fit.
Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Please don't lock yourself up, says the narrator. Please. What is this? She's already locked up. No, I'm gonna lock myself up. He's saying, please don't lock yourself up in that other chain that's conveniently on the wall. Yeah. Well, let's check it
I
out.
wouldn't do that if I were you.
And why is that?
And why?
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
possible, sounds like.
I don't know. Maybe it will.
Maybe.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
But what if he's telling the truth?
He isn't.
I am.
Well, we'll inspect it still.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next.
Oh no.
What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad?
Bad?
Yes, it's bad.
Bad? Yeah.
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck.
Around your neck? Ow. Her face is just, she's like, are you kidding me?
And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
Oops.
Excuse me?
Can't even use it.
Yes? Are we stuck here now?
Become your own
Yes.
jailer. I got an achievement for that. Alright, cool.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
Funny. This room is really small compared to other times we've seen the rest of the room.
What are we supposed to do now?
Die, I guess.
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
That's horrible.
Starve.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
So we're both stuck here. What should we do? Did you know this was going to happen to me?
No.
No. Wink. Should we do? So we're both stuck here.
Yep.
Not one for small talk, are you?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
Not one for small talk.
Nope.
That's rude.
Wait in silence.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring.
Boring.
There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing.
But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent. At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything. But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
How exactly does that work?
It just does.
But
Your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again. And let me guess, the cabin remains the same.
if time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
Yeah.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing, The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there, but then they get larger and larger.
Hey, have you noticed the basement changing?
I don't like small talk, remember?
Still rude.
Continue to wait in silence.
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
Obviously, we can't die to that.
She hasn't starved.
I guess she hasn't.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass.
So boring.
Until suddenly, there are no walls. And then... And?
I think he's gone.
Bye.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
We made it. Yay.
So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Poor girl. And the arms came. And you not... Blah, blah, blah. But you do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared this is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. I don't want that ending. It's gonna be okay, just trust me. Been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
Sorry?
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
It's not the end. Whatever on the other side is gonna be nice. See you soon. Yeah, we'll do that one.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
We'll trust you.
Feels too good to be true.
Don't really have a choice. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
What? Crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image and the glass in two. Another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. One who wanted me to slay the princess. Why? Part of me, every time I ask you something, it's like black. Piece of you breaks.
I'm aware. And if I were you, I'd be more precious about your time.
I have so many questions for you. her when pieces of you break off like that.
We've already crossed the point of no return. There's no saving me now. Not that there's ever been much of me to save.
The teethy crow. Alright, we'll just destroy the mirror. You've heard enough. I already know what you are. You are the Long Quiet, a vast and nascent god. Nation? I don't know how to say that. And it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. To the cabin one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
Yep.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Too, I'm the Long Quiet, but I don't really know what that means. What happens now? She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response, and then patiently waits for you to continue. I'm the Long Quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
She looks a lot nicer this time.
When the Echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
There's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave? You have to say in all this, why is this all falling on me?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Don't you have a say in all this? Why is this all falling on me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions. I need answers before I can make a choice. Let you out. The entire world ends for good. I can't do that. If we were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of them would have led to this moment?
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, Then so be it.
I fight her? I don't remember doing that.
To question everything is to deny the proof of reality that lies in front of you. By believing in your suffering, you make your suffering real. In believing in your limitations, you placed a shackle on your neck.
Did do that.
But even then, you remembered the impermanence of the material and watched as the walls of your prison decayed into nothing. To be impermanent is not to end, but to change. And for the world to be impermanent is to make finite the suffering of all things.
Poor princess.
Would you strip that gift away and leave them all to suffer in their permanence?
They'll get over it. They'll see permanence as a gift in time. That would be torture. I won't engage with this. Set remains out. That would be torture.
It would. Our purpose is to be and to experience, and their purpose is the same. To be permanent is to cease. To be paused is to be trapped. You are devoured. Pray for something bigger than you that stalks and slinks in shadows. But even after the pain of defeat, you returned. The dance is its own truth. It is the movement that matters, not the pause you mistake for an ending.
Would you have fought us? Would you have us fight forever? The dance was good, wasn't it? I don't want to think of a world without you. So sure of yourself that you'd think the world would stop without you. I won't engage with violence. I get it. There's no need for us to keep fighting. I'll leave with you. I just don't know how. Stop the fight early and surrender. Nah. Are you so sure of yourself? Would you have us fight forever?
I would have you realize that what you decry as suffering is beauty. But even as you stir to wakefulness, you cling to mortality that was never yours.
There are few things more terrifying than one's own heart, and there is almost nothing more terrifying than sharing it with another. But the most terrifying thing of all is to leave one's heart unshared. You are the only thing like me, and I am the only thing like you. Could you bear the weight of an eternity alone? Do you dare to shape a reality of solitude and thrust it on creation?
Thank you for sharing yourself with me. I don't need to share my heart with anyone. Wish I could share my heart with you. Show me your heart to break me. It was a terrible thing to see. That's what it takes to rid the world of death. I could bear it with solitude. I won't engage with this.
I am aware of what it did to you. The understanding you've returned to me is a gift. A trick behind your back and a trick behind mine. We dance, revolving and revolving around each other, but forever stuck in place. We both move, and yet we both don't. For each of us watches the other instead of ourselves.
Broken back ending.
But forever is not forever. I move and you react, and both of us break the other. But broken is only a moment in time. To change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now? Or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow?
If there are no endings, there are no limits. If there are no limits, then there is no difference between growth and decay. I've already come so far. What more is there left for me to see? Time we could have been better.
Meaning lies in experience, and experience lies in contrast. Abandoning one's search is not the same as losing the capacity to discover. I am contrast itself. To reject me is to reject the shape of everything. Do not use words to reduce that which your eyes know to be irreducible. Your liquor tries to stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go?
Got stabbed so many times. Ugh.
But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
The shifting mountain princess, she just looks like so done with this. She's like, ugh, I have to listen to this. Blah. I was blinded by emotion. We both know that. I want that feeling back. That feeling never left me. Never left me.
Then there's no need for you to fight with Leon. Whenever you're ready, we can leave together. Hand in loving hand.
Ready. I want to leave with you. I won't leave with you, not until you see things from my perspective.
If you need more time to open your eyes, then I will give you all the time in the world.
Did I unknowingly, give up? I didn't mean to. As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
It's easy to believe in things you believe in when you get to sit above it all. What do you think happens if we leave here?
It is from my vantage point that I can see the totality of truth.
What do you think happens?
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
Never wanted to fight you, but how do we leave? I have to fight for a better world. I'm so sorry. Can't let that happen. I can't let anything die. Slay the princess. You're cruelty itself, and I cannot let you exist. I don't know what the answer is, but there has to be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you free. Done everything you can to understand me make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
Which hero are you? You have no idea how good it is to hear you. I can do this alone. Where's everyone else? I thought you died when I looked in the mirror.
All of them? I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
I have no idea how good it is to hear you.
It's good to be here. She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
Okay.
It's time to resume our dance.
Rather not.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Then let's go.
Okay.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
I'd like that for old time's sake. Is it just you and me? Did anyone else make it to the cabin? Is the narrator really gone? Did anyone else make it into the cabin?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Excuse me. The offer still stands, but grab the cabin for me for old time's sake. It's gone.
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated.
Good riddance. I don't actually know how to feel about him being gone. It's funny, after everything he put us through, I'm kind of sad to see him go.
Yeah, it's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he?
The offer still stands.
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows. You know, come to think of it, I don't think he ever really mentioned the windows, did he? There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it.
Yeah.
And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
Let me just save really quick. Sure, the
No
basement.
blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far. The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
I don't know what you want for us.
She sounded just like that. Timid and gentle. Only she didn't know us.
Came the damsel.
And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
There you are. You look just like you did when we first met. Let's talk for a bit. Maybe we can figure this out.
Sit with her. Dear God, are you the same as you are out there? What if we just leave? I think the only thing left for us to do is leave.
I don't feel the same. I feel smaller.
God.
I don't think I want that either.
We just leave.
Can we actually do that? What would that even mean? Where would we go?
Take her hand in yours. I always wanted to leave with you, but I didn't like being a god. I want to walk through that cabin door as we are, just you and me. Not knowing what it means is why I want it. We knew everything out there, but we don't know this. I want to know something new. No matter what it means, what matters is that we're leaving together. That's all I want. I don't know where we'd go, but as long as it's not here and as long as I'm with you, that's all I want. That's so cute. I always wanted to leave with you.
I want that too.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you.
I'm gonna stay here. I don't need to see your guys' gross romance crap you're doing. be okay alone. Thanks for everything. Are you sure you don't want to come?
Yeah, I'm not sure I'll be alone for too long anyways. The others are still around here somewhere. I'll find them.
Okay. Leave with the princess. Here we go. You lead and the princess follows, and together you leave the basement behind for the last time. Quiet as you ascend, a comfortable silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. There is an energy in the silence, an electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You can see attention sees her. She's unsure of herself for the first time in her long and short existence. She has no part to play anymore, and she knows this, yet she still is. And then she crosses the room to the door outside. You follow her confident steps.
Come on, princess. It's just a door.
Princess, let's go.
Sorry, I'm just a little nervous. This is really it. Whatever happens next will be completely new.
Going to open it. Are you ready? Neither of us knows what's going to be like out there. Open the door. I love you.
I love you too.
Let's go. And there we have it. The second ending that I got. Well, I guess it's like the third one because I loaded it that one time. Okay. Thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. Let's return to the main menu. Ah, you did it! Yay, we did it! Alright, so that was the second run of Slay the Princess. Like I said at the beginning, I am not gonna play all of the princesses. That's just way too many. I don't want to I know I don't have to like play that first part every time, but I feel like with a stream you almost would want to so people can know what's going on. But yeah, so I'm just gonna play it by myself off stream. Get the rest of my achievements and the rest of my princesses. So yeah, this has been Slay the Princess. It's the second run through. We've unlocked 10 different princesses, so at least for that. You want to you want to see my other videos or my live streams when they come on, you can follow me here on Twitch. It seems like I've been playing every Sunday or Monday. Try to play more often, but I have so many things that I want to be doing that it's just sometimes doesn't take priority in my brain. But yeah. So if you want to follow me here on Twitch to see my live streams, that would be great. I do post all these videos on YouTube, so they're over there under Archangel Becca. There's a link on my Twitch channel, but if you're watching this on YouTube, great. You should always like the video, subscribe, and get notifications so you don't miss any of my future videos. So yeah. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.